Hey everyone, welcome back to GL Spinners. Today we've got another new Spinner Day video for you. We are taking a look at the Hummingbird by MTE Designs. So I actually heard about this spinner from one of my subscribers. I want to give a big shout out to Travis Pendle for recommending it. I just got it in and it's a really well designed bar spinner, and out of the box I'm really enjoying it so far. Well, let's go ahead and start where I always do. We'll take a look at what it comes in. So first off, it's in a giant pouch. It's much larger than the spinner. I'll probably never use it, but inside the pouch it had this awesome wooden case. It's got an acrylic top that's branded and you can see it slides off. You can also see that this box is carved out to fit the spinner perfectly. This is really nice and well made, and it's probably my favorite packaging so far in a spinner. So well done, MTE. The last bit of swag they include is a Hummingbird sticker. Not sure if I'll ever use it, but again, I'm always a fan of extras. Let's go ahead and take a look at the spinner itself. I opted for the stainless steel version because that's my preferred metal, and it's a really nice EDC size. This version weighs in at 51 grams or 1.8 ounces, and from end to end measures in at 2¼ inches. And MTE designed and manufactured this in the US. And just like other USA made spinners, the machining on it is top quality. All the edges on it are rounded extremely well. Everything's smooth to the touch. Even the corners here are really soft and have no real hard edges on them. And overall, I just think it's an attractive spinner. It's got a nice tumbled finish to it, which I like, and that keeps it from getting covered up in fingerprints as soon as you pick it up. The spin on this one, it is, pretty smooth, very well balanced. And I mean, here you can see from the side view, it's not necessarily the thickest spinner, but I feel like the weight matches the size on this one. You can see as the arm goes out from the center, they get thicker. And I just really like this design. It's got like an S shape to it, and it's gonna stand out from the standard bar spinners. In hand, this one is a fidgeter. You can flick it, pull it, and get nice one-handed spins. It is a bar spinner, so it does naturally have that bar wobble, but it's not extreme like on some other larger bars. But I mean, again, pointing out the machining, because it is done so well, you don't hit any rough edges or hot spots while fidgeting with it. And with that nice compact size, it works no matter how you like to fidget. So it's really fidgetable. Let's go and take a look at the buttons. They are a good size for the spinner. They have a flat pad which is quite deep with 3 steps that go up to the outer ring. I can't get my full thumb pad on them, but the steps give a really nice feel and they provide a pretty good grip to them. I'm always a fan of large buttons, but like with the micro spinners in my last video, these really match the spinner well. They are threaded, and underneath we've got an R188 bearing that's set in place with adhesive. One point I want to make that lately I've been doing some tinkering with my spinners, so I swapped out the bearing on this one. I put in a 10 ball from Alphabot. I just like the feel of it compared to the original 8 ball that came in the Hummingbird. Again, there was nothing really wrong with the original, I just preferred the Alphabot bearing. So another thing I want to point out on this is that the threaded post on the buttons is tiny. It's definitely the smallest I've seen on a set of buttons, and my only concern is that it might be fragile, but I mean, I won't know for sure until, obviously taking them on and off a bunch, but I'll let you know if it turns out to be an issue down the road. So let's go ahead and talk about the spin time. So I did a few table spins on it before I did the bearing swap, and it clocked in at 2 minutes. A little bit low, but again, this is a fidgeter, it's not like a Triton. So after the bearing swap though, I'm consistently getting over 4 minutes, so a huge improvement. And again, though I always give you these times, just be aware that with a nice cleaning, more than likely you can get some extra time out of it if that's a big concern to you. So always keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and compare it to similar spinner. I think the Hyperspone would probably be the best comparison to the Hummingbird, but I don't have one yet, so my best option is going to be the new Valkyrie Mark II. It's another bar spinner that just released, and as you can see, they're almost identical in size. The buttons are also about the same size on it, but I prefer the feel of the set on the Hummingbird. As far as the weight, the Mark II comes in at 52 grams and the Hummingbird is again at 51. So overall, it's just a really good comparison. However, I think the Hummingbird has a much more interesting design to it. I really like the different shape of it, and I also prefer that tumbled finish, as it's a nice, touch over the standard machined or polished. So again, the Hummingbird's definitely impressed me out of the box. MTE sells it on Etsy, and they've also got it on their website. I'll have a link in the description down below if you want to purchase one. They're available in brass and stainless steel. The brass runs $60 and the stainless steel is more expensive at $80. So the brass is definitely a much better deal, but I've always been a sucker for stainless steel, so I bit the bullet and bought this one. Let me know what you think about it though. Do you have one? Again, big shout out to Travis for recommending it. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like the video, be sure and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more spinner content and reviews, be sure and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.